Yes, well, here we are again. I don't think Alwyn is so much fearful of Cloakwood, though there is a bit of that. I think they say that when you spend a long time in woods and forests, a sort of strange sort of madness can kind of overcome you a little bit. And I think Alwyn is feeling that. A slight sort of paranoia, even, that this forest is conspiring against him, that something's being directed against him via this wood, and the fact that he's been in here for several days now, travelling through this forest for hours on end. Kind of has given a slight oppressive sense, being closed in, and I think he feels he just wants to really just get out now, and find what is behind this and try to move on. It kind of feels like he is past the point of no return, and that's always a slightly worrying feeling for Alwyn. So we're going to explore this area. Now, I should say, added to that as well, the fact that we've, just at the end of the last episode, Alwyn fought two wyverns. That was a slightly worrying development. As it happens, his party defeated them fairly convincingly.
I've done had enough of this.
But what lies in here, obviously, is a bit of a cause for concern. As for you, dear viewer, it would be a cause of concern for me if this was just another patch of woody wilderness. Because I don't really feel there's a huge amount of point in you being around if it is just that for too long. Kind of feel like we want to press on a bit. The party is tired, so we are going to have to rest at some point.
I tire. I'll be much more agreeable with rest.
Zar, as if to put the point beyond any doubt. Well, it does look like another area of just wilderness, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Oh, okay, maybe not. A hammer dryad. Well, that's interesting. Just the one, then. Right. Okay. Quickly, Alwyn. Thank you.
My honor is my life.
Not sure what to do here. We do need to rest, but I might just quickly raise a skeleton army. And see if we can't just cause the Dryad a few issues. I mean, we've taken on a Sirine, and obviously they've got more or less the same.
I've done had enough of this.
They've got more or less the same animation, so I do wonder whether they're similar, with a few spells. I think we'll just have a look.
I'm gone.
Okay, the Dryad is winding up some spells now. Everyone, just back off a touch.
I've done had enough of this.
Okay, where is it? Oh, okay.
This way.
Bit nervous about this now. Oh yes, the skeleton warriors have got a hit in. Oh, okay, Alwyn, just back off a minute. She's got a lot of spells. Where are these skeleton warriors? Okay, she's injured. She's injured. The very trees cringe at the sight of thee, says the Hammer Dryad to the skeleton warrior. Where is she now? The Hammer Dryad has got a broken weapon. Even the Hammer Dryad is not immune from the effects of the Iron Crisis. Right, she's still injured, so the skeleton warriors don't seem to be able to do a lot. Well, she's badly injured now. Oh, down she goes. 650 experience, so actually...
I've done had enough of this.
So actually, she's not in the same league as a Cyrine. Although... I suppose some of her spells weren't... she had Dimension Doors, which can be potentially tricky if she portals into somewhere, you know, that's sort of around your back line where your wizards are or something. But
I'm gone.
she seemed a bit better than a 650 opponent to me. But
I've done had enough
anyway,
of this.
We might as well see what our skeleton warriors can do now, because we need to rest anyway. In fact, I might as well get my other one. Well, this is good, isn't it? We can just sort of have everyone in stealth and move around a little secondary party almost of, you know, decent warriors.
What you want? I'm gone.
So that's rather good, really. Right. I will have a look around with these guys, but I'll just... We've already discovered a fair bit of the map. I will do so away from your prying eyes, if that's okay. And I'll bring you in, I promise, if something exciting happens. Right. For some reason, there's a load of guards here. I don't know what they're guarding. But I've not put Alwyn in shadows for some bizarre reason, so she's exposed. And I'm going to send in the skeleton warrior army and just pull her back a second. Okay.
I've done had enough of this.
Gonna just bring up the party.
As you will.
I'm gone.
Okay, these guards look pretty tough actually.
I care not. I'm gone.
Okay, well, only 120 XP, so maybe we'll be able to take them on just with our usual ranged ability.
If I must.
That skeleton warrior is near death, so I'm just going to get a skull trap in here. Very good. What did that skull trap actually do? Yeah, a lot of damage. Okay.
You're a queer. I'm gone.
Okay. So they're guards. So what are they guarding? Obviously the thoughts turn to this dwarven mine that's been reopened. Anyway, let's have a little loot of their carcasses. Oh, I didn't loot the dryad. Let's just see what that is. Oh, just a broken weapon. Okay. Right, I'll have another little look round. Right, we have found something called a wyvern's cave. No enemies really to speak of. A couple of huge spiders, which are the lowest level sort of spider enemies, and a few tasloi, which are sort of just 35 XP enemies. So not a lot. We had to go across this little bridge here to get into this next area. And yes, this is what we've found, a wyvern's cave, where it looks like there's a sort of blood stain sort of being dragged into the cave, which is rather lovely, isn't it? So Inward's just going to have a look inside. Oh my golly gosh. Oh god. So there's a horse in there. Looks like some large... They look like those carrion crawlers, but much larger. 2 wyverns. Nice that the wyverns have got themselves nice little steps to get in and out of their lair. That's useful. Right. So there's a baby wyvern. Yes, 2 wyverns. Okay, looks like we can probably just take out 3 or... only need to take out 3 or 4. The baby wyverns are about 450 XP enemies, so that's not... My god, what have they pulled in here? Well, this is a bit weird. Is that supposed to be a wyvern? Because that's much bigger than the actual wyverns. It does give a little bit more illustration of what they actually look like, though, doesn't it? That tail is lethal, isn't it? I think that's what they use to attack with, as well as their mouth. They kind of flick their tail round, which has got a big spike on it. Okay. Well, we know they're strong. Oh, quick, Inward. Quick. Okay.
This way.
What have we got?
How may I be of assistance?
Have we got any healing left? Not really. Alwyn does need healing up.
As you will.
What have we got in terms of spells? 1 magic missile. We've got a stinking cloud. I'm just wondering whether we do go in or whether it's a bit of an issue. They did spook, but we haven't got any spooks left.
Helm,
Tell you what I'll do.
give me strength.
I'll discover the rest of the map and then maybe think about the cave. That's what I'll do. Right, just bringing you in here because there's a baby... There's 2 baby wyverns. I've just taken out a sword spider actually, which is why Ajantis is slightly injured. They are nasty. Their rate of attack is twice as fast, or 3-4 times as fast as any other spider. But we had to use a couple of spells to kind of help take it down. They are 2,000 experience points, so it's to be expected, I suppose.
Give me strength.
Right, so we're just going to try and take this...
For the glory of Helm.
Oh! That's a good start, Ajantis. 20 damage arrow.
By hell, let's give them a right thrashing.
I've done had enough of this.
My honor is my life.
Well done, Zart. Yeah, they go down fairly easily, don't they?
I'm gone.
Not too worried about them in the Wyvern's Cave, but the two big ones, yeah, that's a problem potentially. Anyway, I'm just continuing the search. Just going to go... Oh, no, not this way, Emma went. Just going to go back across. There's a bridge here, so we'll go across that.
I'm gone.
I'm just in a fight with some baby wyverns, and Viconia's just been poisoned, so we're in a bit of a bind here.
To arms.
So their poison does 5 damage every time the poison takes effect. So yeah, someone like Viconia could potentially go down pretty quickly, but Alwyn saved her with a slow poison. So that's one element of wyverns I didn't realise, is that, yeah, I did, by the way, see that there was 2 more here, so...
Your worthless lives end here.
That does make them an enemy maybe worth a bit more respect.
Destroyer of worlds.
I think we probably are going to rest. I don't quite know how to do this.
You're a queer. I've done had
I normally
enough
like to
of
rest
this.
in some little area where we can position the... In fact, I might just do it here. Viconia needs a bit of protection.
I've done had enough of this.
Yeah.
Get a Jantis out here. Right, let's rest here. Okay, we're fine. Right, I will continue the looking around. Right, strange situation here where we've got baby wyverns and 2 guards. So,
My blade will cut you down to size.
not too worried about the guards, but and get Viconia slightly out of the way because he's only got 12 hit points at the moment. It's not ideal. Come on, crew. The Jantis has never been a great at hitting enemies, particularly armoured ones.
For the glory of Helm!
But as I say, you imagine that these guards are working for perhaps the Iron Throne. There's no other reason for them to be in this wood.
My honor is my life.
And also, they seem to be entirely immune to any attacks from the wyverns themselves. Well done, Ajantis. You got a few solid hits in there. Okay.
With Helm's blessing. Helm, give me strength!
Well done. Well done. Right.
With Helm's blessing.
Okay, I'll continue the searching. And I will heal Viconia as well. Yeah, we've protected from evil, we've blessed, we've chanted, and we're going in. Nothing else in the rest of the map to speak of. So this is the last act of this map. Right, Ajanta's got some arrows of ice. We're going straight for the big fella. Edwin's going to unleash a fireball. Zar is going to unleash a skull trap. Look at that. I've just put the fireball more or less at the extremity of the uncovered area, and the skull trap can go sort of just south east of the first big wyvern, I think. Everyone else is just holding.
Yes.
Alwyn. Try and drop the little baby wyvern. Actually, try and drop the big one. I think we tried it, but I can't remember. Viconia. Try and drop the little one. Actually, no, just shoot with your bullets. Imowen's got some +1 arrows, so she's going to have a pop at some of these. Okay. Let's go. Right, the fireball's away. Edwin. Oh no, sorry, Zar. I really should take AI off sometimes with this. I really should. Right, the fireball's taking effect. Zar, give the back wyvern a go with that.
So irritating.
Edwin, see if you can spook it as well. Oh no, the skull trap did work. Sorry, take it all back, Zar. Right, so the wyvern's already injured.
Night Singer. Cause no. For sure!
It's all getting a little congested for my
I shall
liking.
attend to it in a trice.
I have become death, destroyer of worlds.
Edwin, get in.
How may I be of assistance?
Alwyn. Oh, forgot to armour Alwyn. Never mind. Can do that now quickly. Okay.
For the glory of Helm!
Yeah, Jan, just keep yourself healed up. And attack again.
Stop touching me!
some more spells in.
For the glory of Helm!
I have become death, destroyer of worlds.
Laconia, just heal Ajantis if you would. Alwyn's right at the back. Classic. Oh, okay. Right, we need to bring it down, boys. Edwin. There, please.
What is it this time?
Arthur. Now Nartha.
Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Well, they did take a big chunk out of Ajantis, didn't they? That tested his defense.
I'm gone.
Now, what else is in here?
Yeah!
No, 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 no.
I'm gone.
Oh, just a little baby. Okay.
My blade will cut you down to size.
There you go. That's how you deal with a baby wither. Well done, everyone. Right. Oh, right. There's a little body in here. Okay. So it's like a little nest with eggs and all their food. Oh, God. It's horrible, isn't it? I bet the smell is incredible. Oh, right. The body is just a body. Look at these gems. And a wand, which is probably a wand of fear. That's rather good. Okay. Can't really take the plate mail. So it's just a guy who's obviously gone in to try and take them out and not succeeded.
This way.
But he did have some gems. Is that a... That's a jade ring. A garnet gem. And a water opal. Okay. And a wand of fear? Don't know. Actually, we can identify something. So let's identify this ring. The Iron Thorn. Cursed ring of slight monsterism. The Iron Thorn. This wrought iron band is pitted and stained as if by acid. Between the two thorns formed by the band, a crude lump of silver on its head suggests the image of a skull against a black field. Perhaps the symbol of Merkel, Lord of Bones. Change the wearer's appearance to that of a zombie. Charisma -4. God, that's brilliant. You can turn into a zombie with this ring. I think Zar would want to try that.
I will not stand by while this party descends into depravity.
Well, that was that then. So, can we actually get any of...
If I must.
I've got a feeling these heads are going to be a bit heavy. Ooh. Well, we'll take the heads.
With Helm's blessing.
Not sure if they're worth anything, but
As you will.
they've got to be, haven't they? There's a nice little trophy. Right, let's quick save and move to the next area. The mine. Here we go. This is the last area. 4 hours. The investigation of the bandit camp has directed me to Cloakwood. It appears there is a competing iron mine hidden somewhere deep within the forest. Yeah, we... Thanks, journal. Okay, well this is getting interesting now.
What you want?
Let's have a little poke. No. It sort of feels like this is end game, doesn't
This
it?
way.
End game territory. Ah, yes, there we are. There's the guards.
As you will.
I've done had enough of this.
Oh, little horses.
Yeah.
Right, let's take out these guards. Not with arrows of ice, of course.
Jalcales?
Yep.
Or anything that good. I don't think Alwyn will be too intimidated if there's lots of guards around. That is for sure.
Your worthless lives end here.
Yeah.
Your worthless lives end here.
Right, good. Okay, Ajantis took a big hit. I'm just going to pause it. Yes, welcome back. I had a completely pointless walk through the woods just now with Alwyn. I mean, there wasn't anything there. Nothing at all. Just woods. Not so much as a bear or even a gibbling. I would have quite liked to have seen a gibbling. It would have been a kind of, almost a kind of, well, like a pang of nostalgia, I suppose. So this clearly is the mine complex, and presumably we've just uncovered a bit of it there. It's kind of got a palisade wall, if that's how you'd say it. And yeah, I guess this is where this is the old dwarven mine where they're creating mining ore, which was a rival to the Nashkal mine. Oh, hello. Right, AI off. What have we got here? Well, they're not hostile, but oh, and a wizard. Oh, two. Oh, blimey. Okay. There's a door there. Right, so we've got Genthor, Drasus, Rezdan, and Kaisus. Right, okay. Let's bring up the party a minute.
Yeah.
And let's think about this. This is... Right, first off, Alwyn, cast your book. Alwyn. Right, you haven't got armour anymore, but you can cast one of the skeletons, and I think we'll get another skeleton. I certainly feel in the mood for skeletons at this point. And indeed anything else we can do to boost ourselves. Ajantis can cast protection from evil. Just reminder of protection from evil. Creates a magical barrier. All attacks made by evil or evilly enchanted creatures against the protected creature receive a penalty of -2 to each attack roll. So that's, you know, that's quite good. Right, what else can we do? Draconia can aid Ajantis.
How may I be of assistance?
And Alwyn can... Now, chant, what does that do? +1 to attack rolls. Yeah, let's do this. And it causes harm to enemies. And we could wait until they're in range, but I think we'll just need it now. Let's get the skeleton warriors out here. Let's get them. Let's get them right up there. That's ideal. Right.
Again, you disturb me.
And I'm going to get Jantis to drink a potion. Right. Let's move forward.
With Helm's blessing.
I suppose what I will do is use... I think I'll use one of Alwyn's webs and possibly a stinking cloud. But let's wait a minute and just see. I mean, they've just got the kind of names which would suggest that they're enemies.
Yeah.
Resdan. It just sounds like an enemy name to me. Right. Get in there, boys. Ah, okay. Yes, right. Drassus. Draw your daggers and spells and let's have at her. Have at her. You've crossed our employers. Right. And this is as far as you're going to go, my friend. Should have known that lazy bounty hunting rabble wouldn't get the job done. Never settle for second best, I always say. So what was the lazy bounty hunting rabble? I guess it was just all the various assassins that have targeted us over the weeks. You've crossed our employers, so that's the Iron Throne. So these are just... you know, this is the first time the party's actually taken on like another party. I guess that guy talking is could well be a cleric because he's got a blunt weapon. A fighter and 2 mages, I think. What's Alwyn going to say? So I want to know what I always say. Always kill the mouthy one. That's what I always say. I don't suppose... I think Alwyn would say, I don't suppose you would care to talk this over. There's no need for bloodshed. Alwyn's always looking for another option. No need for bloodshed? There's an incredible need for bloodshed. We've been looking forward to it all day. You fight very well. Thank you. So we are here to stop you. You don't think they'd call us in to squish bugs, do you? No. Right. Okay. Right. You guys attack those guys. We're out of sight of the enemy just now, but I think I'm going to use Viconia's Holy Smite because these guys are certainly evil. I'm sure of it. I'm just placing it kind of between the 2 enemies there and just slightly behind them. I don't want Viconia going too far forward. Right, so that's Viconia sorted. Oh, and bullets +1 she needs. Oh, yeah, Holy Smite. Right, Ajantis, what have you got? Arrows of Ice. Let's use some arrows +1 for this for now. And Alwyn, you can use your +1 bolts. Let's target that one. Ajantis, yep, you target that one. Alwyn, you target Genthor. Right. Now Alwyn, web. Again, just in the middle of where the party is. So we haven't used web much. It's a fairly new spell. So it's lots of spider webs. Covers 30 foot. Creatures caught within webs or simply touching them become stuck in among the gluey fibres. They must roll a saving throw. So he's got a -2 penalty, the saving throw. So that's quite good. We'll get a web in there, and we'll get one of... we'll get the stinking cloud, which... So put... they save this poison at +2, so that's not as good. Well, I still think it's worth it.
Something troubling you?
Tsar, maybe you could enfeeble one of these guys. Maybe enfeeble Genthor. Unless you've got something else. Could try sleeping them, but I really don't think that's going to work. Yeah, enfeeble Genthor. Right. I think we are ready to commence battle.
My blade will cut you down to...
Right, Resdan is mirror imaged. Drasus has already copped a 12 missile damage from Ajantis. And he's barely injured. Okay. Can't really hear what they're saying here. I'd rather we just skip the small talk and get right to the killing. Kaisus has cast a shadow door. What on earth is that? Okay, right, the stinking cloud and web are coming in. Right. Right. Edwin, magic missile. Zar. Let's get a flame arrow on Drasus. Alwyn. Try and hold Genthor. Viconia, what can you do? Actually no, Viconia, you try and hold Genthor. Alwyn, you can... What can you do, Alwyn? Could try and silence actually, because there's some wizards back there. We'll do that for Alwyn. Right, off we go again. Okay. Ajantis, you might need to get a bit further forward here. Oh right, the wizard's stuck.
For the glory of Helm!
Christ, why is he moving so fast?
Helm, give me strength!
Alwyn, you better run. Right, Drasus is now badly injured, and he seems to be stopping, thankfully.
You are so irritating.
Right, get a skull trap in there, Edwin. That's a perfect idea. Whoa! Okay. Viconia's been smashed. Healing potion, Viconia.
Now, Nartha.
In fact, run, Viconia. Alwyn. Zar. I need you to have some throwing daggers.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Alwyn, what are you doing? Try and blind him. Right, let's get the
Your voice is ambrosia.
oh, we need to take out that wizard. He's back up. Viconia.
Night Singer, give me.
Hit it, Viconia. Oh, Zara's confused now. Oh, we got the wizard. Alwyn, what are you doing? Drasus is badly injured. Edwin, we need to blast him. Oh yes, the skull traps took effect. Viconia. Take out the wizard. Alwyn. You try and take out the wizard as well. Where is Alwyn? Oh God, Alwyn, come on, you. Right, you take out that one. I think Ajantis must have saved against the confusion. I don't know how he unconfused Zar. That's a bit annoying.
What is it now?
Alwyn. Okay. Edwin, I'm gonna use this wand now. Get some monsters going. Because we might need some help in a minute. Now this should give us some monsters to work with. Never used the wand before, but now's as good a time as any. Right, Imowen, are you actually hitting anything with that? I'm going to upgrade your ammunition, I think. Some +2 arrows. Still near death. Oh, phew, he's got tangled up again. Hang on, what have we got? Have we got a fireball I can just chuck in there, Alwyn? Potion of fire breath. 6d10, that's rather nice, isn't it? Potion of explosion, 6d6. Let's get that one out. Back that to Viconia. Oh. Alwyn, get up here now.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Right, Edwin, can you just take this guy out, please? Thank you, right.
Can you disturb me?
I thought we got some monsters. Did that not actually happen?
You are so irritating. My actions are yours.
Zar is being very annoying. Right, Alwyn, chuck that to Viconia. Yep, thank you. Viconia, let's just be careful where we throw this. It's got to be way back. I'm going just back past the wizard. Oh yes, very nice.
Callus? Nah.
Still alive though. Can you just knock out Zar, Viconia? That'd be lovely.
It can't do so.
Yes, he's knocked himself out. That's great. Okay, Edwin has finished off that guy. Right, I think we're nearly there now. Surely you lot can just slaughter this guy from range now.
For the
Worthless
glory of
lives
Helm!
end here.
Yes. Ooh, that was an interesting fight.
With Helm's blessing.
Wow.
As you will.
Out you comes up.
I could
You're back in the room. Blimey, that was tough.
By Helm. With Helm's
I suppose you could say actually we didn't really suffer that much damage. Edwin a little bit. Viconia took a massive whack from Drasus. But Web and Stinking Cloud really were the... Yeah, that was a good fight. Those skeleton warriors got absolutely minced. So goodness knows what they could have done had they not been controlled in that way. Crikey. Why was that guy moving so quickly? It was scary. Edwin.
If I must.
Who was on... Oh, right, okay, so... What have we got here? Potion of Frost Giant Strength. Oh! Strength 21. Thank you very much. That is a excellent potion. I could have given Ajantis a bit of a strength buff, actually. Maybe I should have done.
My actions are yours, as directed. Now,
So we only had chain mail on. We had some boots, a medium shield, and a scroll, interestingly. A morning star, magical. Or cursed. Alwyn, do you know what the morning star is? Morning star +1. Well, that's good. Not something that anyone can wear use apart from Ajantis and some boots. The paws of the this is why. The paws of the cheetah. These enchanted boots were once the property of a deadly assassin fond of chasing down his prey. He moves with such speed that his targets often have the opportunity to respond, even on horseback. Blimey, over the time the assassin's fame spread, and though his name was never known, all knew to fear the words last heard by his victims: "You can hide, but you cannot run." God. So, who should we put these on? Immerwin is quite tempting, but it will not do her hide in shadows any favours. Ajantis would lose some missile attack bonus, but he will be able to. So,
As you will.
look at that! Whee! Wow. I mean, that's potentially very useful for kind of hit and run attacks and closing down the enemy as needed. We'll sort of keep them in the inventory for now. So Immerwin, I could pass them to Immerwin and she could sort of do a bit of backstabbing and then run away back to the
my
party.
actions are yours.
Right, what was this scroll? We have need of your services yet again, Drussus. We are expecting an incursion at our mine location in the Cloakwood. You are to accompany Devayorn to the site and prevent entry or assault by anyone that is foolish enough to challenge you. Your standard fee shall be doubled in this instance. If all goes well, you should look forward to more of the same. Royaltar. Well, that's a name we haven't heard before. So we assume this is the Iron Throne. We are expecting an incursion at our mine location in the Cloakwood. I wonder if they're expecting it because they've realised that Alwyn ransacked the bandit camp and has found the documentation which points to Cloakwood and Devayorn. Interesting. Quite pleased that Alwyn could identify that. That's very useful. Anyway, let's have a look at this.
As directed, for now.
Is this Genthor? Blimey, look at that armour. A large shield, some throwing axes. Ooh, some throwing daggers. We'll take those. Alwyn, do you know what the... He actually doesn't know what that is. The throwing daggers can go to Uzar. Right.
If I must.
I don't think the large shield was worth that much. Fire shield red spell. More throwing daggers. And a mage robe. Alwyn, what's the mage robe? Don't know. Interesting. Fire shield level 4 spell. Protects the user from fire damage by surrounding the caster with a shield of flame. The shield not only grants the user 50% fire resistance, not that good, but also protects the caster from attacks made within a 5-foot radius around the caster. Any opponent that hits the caster with any weapons or spells within this radius suffers 1d8 plus 2 fire damage. Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose. Ideally, we won't be letting our mages...
Not to stand by while this party descends into
Ajantis, we're just... For goodness sake. We're just liberating
As
a
directed, for
Well,
now.
not liberating, but we're just ransacking a dwarven mine. Run by a shady organisation. What more do you want? Do you know what that robe is, Alwyn? Mage robe of cold resistance. Well, that's not hugely exciting, is it? 20% cold resistance. Oh, mercy.
As directed for now.
Right.
By hell.
Well, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
Shall we just have a
I'm
quick
gone.
look? Let's have a little look at where we are in terms of levelling up now after that. Majantis has got a way to go. Yeah, Viconia's got a long way to go. Everyone's not got too far to go. Alwyn's reasonably close to his illusionist level up. That would be very nice to have 3 level 5 wizards. And the 2 wizards aren't too far away either. That's tantalising. Imowen.
I've done had enough of this.
What lies beyond? Oh, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Interesting. Let's just go back. Let's go back and do this methodically. I think we'll have a look in here. I think we'll have a look in here in shadows. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, they're just guards.
I'm gone.
Why are you leaving shadows? Right, let's go in and take them out.
Yeah.
The pause of the cheat, they just doubles movement rate. It doesn't do anything else. Just whip them on and we'll just frighten them by closing them down really quickly. Right. These guys aren't... Well, actually they do hit pretty hard, but hopefully we'll just be able to finish them off. Cool. Go, Agentis. Okay, what are you two doing? Hey?
I have become death, destroyer of worlds.
Go on, Agentis. Well, there you go. It took Agentis quicker to one-on-one take out that guard than it did for the rest of the party to range the other one to death. Right. Imowen.
I've done had enough of this.
What? Ah. Well, that's annoying, isn't it, eh? You'd think... Never mind, I'm sure there's nothing good in there. Right, up we go.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead. Yeah.
Please, don't kill me. I'll tell you where the mines are. Yes, I'll do that for you if you spare me. The entrance is in the bailey to the east. Please let me live.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we let him... So, in the journal it's been referred to as one of the Iron Throne soldiers.
I've done had enough of this.
Is interesting. Right. So this is their kind of little garrison here. Heavy crossbow. Nah, let's not take it. think with any luck we'll be coming out of here with a lot of loot to carry, so we best travel light. Although in fairness, I think Alwyn is just hoping to come out of here, let alone with any loot. Right. Well, here we are then. The mine. I think I'm going to leave it here. They said the mine was to the east, so presumably, I mean, clearly it's going to be over this area here. But it looks like Alwyn and his party have certainly made an impression on the Iron Throne, and next time I sense that we may be going subterranean again.